I fell off. What can I say? Some of you guys said this would happen, and it happened. As you see, my garage is empty. I have no cars besides my truck and my wife's car. And yeah, I fell off. It sucks. It happens, and I should have listened to you guys. Should have saw it coming. Now, in all fairness, falling off is not that bad. It gives you a chance to start over, rethink everything, rebrand everything, restructure, and figure out exactly what you got to do to get back to where you need to be. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, because falling off sucks. I've been away from YouTube for a while because of work. I had to prioritize that. Then I got to prioritize family and a lot of other stuff. But yeah, I ran out of money and fell off. That's so weird. So weird to say. It's so weird to say that out loud, that I fell off. But I'm coming to you saying it happened. I totally fell off. Where do I go from here? Not quite sure, but I'll figure it out, and I'm gonna take you guys along for that ride. So, okay, you got me. So yes, I was joking around. I didn't fall off. What happened was I had to prioritize work and family for a while, because work kind of went to a place where we were kind of really ramping up and taking off, and I didn't have a lot of time to commit to this right now. But I got time today, so we'll talk about the fate of the R8. But first, let's talk about the Corvette, my wife's Corvette. I absolutely love that car. I can't get enough of it. My wife had an unfortunate accident in it, and it was nothing serious, nothing crazy. The estimate for insurance came in around, I think, 10 or 12,000. I can't remember, but it was enough, that we had to do a claim, and the car's in the shop, so it's going to be in the shop for a couple of weeks. The R8, on the other hand, well, hold on, before we get into the R8, let's talk a little bit more about the Corvette. The Corvette was already kind of on the chopping block, as much as I love that car. But the thing about the Corvette is every time I get myself to where I'm like, okay, hey, we're going to go ahead and get rid of it and put her in something, more exotic, it just didn't happen. So what ended up happening was she was coming home from the gym one day. She ran over some stuff on the freeway that fell off of a truck and, tore up her car. So car goes to the shop. I'm clearly upset about it because, again, it's like a car that I really like driving. It was a lot of fun, and she loves driving that car. The reason that car was on the chopping block is because we had our eye on a 720S. So I'm looking around, I find a 720S, perfect one. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll trade in the Corvette, throw some cash on top of it, and pick up a 720. But with the accident, I was like, man, I can't, it put a damper on things, So the 720 that I was looking at was at a dealership locally, but yeah, I think that car has since sold, and we are now looking at, and it's kind of weird how this happened too. I've never really was interested in the McLaren GTs. I didn't really care for them. They weren't, all that great to me. But my wife kind of does like them. And realistically, she should get the car that she likes. Therefore, she'll take better care of it, and she'll, keep it clean and, know, watch out for curbs, fingers crossed. You know, do that. So we're kind of looking at the McLaren GT, which again, once the Corvette's repaired and out of the shop, probably hang on to it for a little bit, and then you know, trade up to that, because ultimately my kids really like the cars where the doors go up, and that's kind of like why I was going back and forth on getting rid of the R8 or getting rid of one of the cars and getting a McLaren. Plus, I always like the brand, even though I hear, you know, they're a little finicky, but, you know. And check this out behind me. I don't know if y'all can see that. But anyway, looks like a nice Z06 behind me. So that's pretty cool. Like, I'm talking about a Z06 and one pulls up behind me. But then again, it could just be a regular Stingray. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. But yeah, that's where we're at with the car situation. So no, I did not lose my cars. I haven't really driven them as much as I want to because of work. But you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, work is priority, family is priority. YouTube at this moment, it doesn't do enough to you know, for any of that other stuff. But anyway, on to the R8. So, as y'all know, I was going back and forth about the R8, like way back and forth, more than I should have. I did a poll on my Instagram, and the options were twin turbo the R8. There was 3 options. I can't remember what it was, but I do remember one was either the twin turbo the R8, or get rid of the R8 and get a 720S. Or I think it was, gosh, I really wish I could remember, but because it's been so long. And you guys voted for, it was actually split between the 3. It was get the 720 and twin turbo the R8. So again, we know how the fate of the, that was a regular Corvette, wasn't even a Z06. Still cool nonetheless. Well, anyway, we know how the fate of the Corvette went down. And this honestly is my first supercar. Not my highest horsepower car that I've had, but it's up there, and it's a lot of fun to drive. So I was having a really hard time debating about getting rid of this car. And after just going back and forth, I listened to my friends at work. I listened to the Instagram poll, and again, you guys were split. So that brings me to my next part. Wait for it. Okay, so after so much debate, the best thing we decided to do with the R8 was to get rid of it. Like, I know it's my first supercar, and I hate to be that guy, but yes, I am getting rid of my R8. I have it for a couple of weeks because it is getting a Sheepy Race twin turbo kit installed on it. And that, guys, is the route that I'm going to go. So let me go in here, dropping my car off for, I think he said about 3 weeks. And we're going to see how this goes, because I am super excited. And I can't wait to get my car back. Plus, I got some other parts I ordered for my car, and I can't wait till those come in, because I'm gonna show you guys that. But yeah, I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. Okay, so my Uber arrived. We dropped my car off. He showed me the colors of my turbo. My kit is already there, and he's gonna start on it sometime this week and have it done in roughly 3 weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited. I don't know who I can surprise with a twin turbo ride. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But the other thing we're going to talk about is the direction of the channel. So I don't think I'm going to keep doing like the whole car content thing, because like it gets kind of like
redundant.
Yeah. And there's so many people out there doing it. So I'm not taking my channel in a new direction. I'm just taking it in another direction. And what it is we're going to start reviewing stuff, but not just any stuff. Stuff that influencers are saying is good. So basically, if you're an influencer, we're about to start calling you out on your BS, because if you're tired of getting like a recommendation to go to a restaurant and it sucks, I'm going to tell you that the restaurant sucks. If you are saying like, hey, we're selling these shirts, and I buy your shirt and it actually is a good shirt, I will let you know it's a good shirt, or I will let you know that that shirt sucks. Mm-hmm. So that is the direction that I'm going with my channel, because we got a lot of influencer out there running amok, doing all that what's the word where you like bamboozle people? Yeah, there's like a lot of that.
Yeah, but we've bought some stuff from influencers that are questionable items.
Yeah, questionable at best. So,
but they sell like crazy.
And then the other thing, so when the influencer gets mad, right, that we like call them out on their products, they have to keep this in mind. We bought it, so
you're getting money.
You already got paid. You know, you're not paying me to review your stuff. I bought your stuff, and I'm gonna give you an honest review on whether it's good or not, and we'll come up with a score for it. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the return of her Corvette. Stay tuned to see if the Corvette stays and she gets the McLaren GT, or if we just end up getting a McLaren 720S. Who knows? We might end up keeping the Corvette, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Stick shift. We gotta keep it.
And on that note, we're gonna go eat some breakfast, because it's not often that we get to eat breakfast without the kids. So, peace.